Brush girls coming into tonight's matchup. Overall record of 3-2. Their last game will win versus Fort Lupton, smoking the Devils 65-16. Yuma coming off their own impressive win, 1-3 on the year, but beat Burlington 69-25. Your starters for Yuma Indians: number 10, Reagan Nolan; at number 11, Maddie Reyes; number 35, Lainey Mecklenburg. See if I can't see some more here. Brush has won the tip. Brooke Rule jumped against number 13, Elle Roth. Brush up with the shot. Early comes down as a miss. Mecklenburg comes down with the rebound. Yuma go ahead, has a turnover on their first offensive possession. Brush turns it over themselves on their second one. A little sloppy here to begin the game. Yuma finally into their half-court offense. They're going to reset at the top of the key. Their fifth and last starter is number 25, Emma Richardson. Finally got to see that jersey number. Yuma still has it in their half-court. My left side. They're going to swing it back to the top of the key. Reagan Nolan's got it. She's going to swing it over to Richardson. Richardson on the left is going to give it back up top to Roth. They're going to continue to swing it around the key. Having trouble finding it inside. Brush doing a good job plugging up the middle. They're in a 2-3 zone. Guards up top doing a good job of keeping Yuma outside of the paint. Finally dish it inside to number 11. That's Maddie Reyes. She takes the shot, misses it, but comes down with the rebound due to the Yuma Indians, and they're going to reset their half court again. Corral nearly had to steal there. Back on defense. Reagan Nolan's going to take it into the paint and throw it up. She's going to be fouled. That's going to be the first foul for Alexis Corral. First free throw is up and no good for Reagan Nolan. First one is up, second one up and good for Nolan. Yuma draws the first blood of the game. They lead 1-0, 6:22 to go in the first quarter. Catalini's got it. She's going to swing it over to Lake. Inside to Kenzie Craich. Kenzie Craich thought she had a cutter, but missed the pass. That's going to go out of bounds. That's the first turnover for Brush. That's going to be a steal by the Brush Beat Diggers. Brooke Rule came away with it. She's going to bring it back up into the half court now. That is up and good for Riley Lake. Little 12-foot jumper there. That's good. First 2 points for Riley Lake. First basket brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Engineering and consulting services for all your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs. Set them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. There was a foul down on the block. That was number 10, Nolan, her first of the game. Brush has got it back in their half court. Delaney Tanalini's got it on the left key. She's going to drive, kick it back out to Corral. Corral to Lake to Rule. Inside, back to Lake. Lake's going to go up, lose the ball. Kenzie Craich comes away with it, thought about the shot. Changes her mind. Corral's got it at the top of the key now. She cuts inside. Brooke Rule's got it at the free throw line. Tatalini in the corner. Dishes it underneath to Rule. Inside, nice pass. Nice left-handed layup by Kenzie Craich. Yuma quickly breaks the full court press, takes it up and in, misses the layup. Kenzie Craich down with the rebound. Brush going to set up their half-court offense. Corral's got an open three. Misses it wide left. That goes out of bounds. That'll be Yuma ball. Brush running another full court press here. Get it across half court. No one's got it at the free throw line. She'll give it off to Reyes. Reyes will set up the offense. Gives it off to Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg from the free throw line. She hits. First 2 points of the night for Mecklenburg. Yuma leads 4-3. I'm sorry, Brush leads 4-3. Brush got it in our half court, ditched it inside to Craich. Craich was fouled by number 35, Mecklenburg. Her first foul of the game. Subbed into the game for the Brush Beat Diggers, number 24, Brooklyn Cox. Beat Diggers from the baseline tossed it in. That's going to be a missed layup by Talini. Richardson came down with the rebound. Yuma's got it across half court. Still trying to get it inside. Nolan's got an open three from the left wing. In and out. That's another rebound for Kenzie Craich. Brush looking to run here. Breaks the full court press. Gets it down to Brooklyn Cox in the block, and she scores her first 2 points of the game. That's a steal by Brooke Rule. That's another turnover for the Indians. Their third of the night. Down inside to Craich again. Up and in. A little 8-foot jumper for Kenzie Craich. And Yuma's going to call a timeout. Kenzie Craich for early points here for the Brush Beat Diggers. This timeout brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. Early on, Yuma 3 turnovers kind of setting the tone here for this game. I believe each one of those turnovers has led to points for the Brush Beat Diggers. .325 here in the first. Brush leads 8-3. The opening tip was brought to you by Buildings by Design. Got to it a little late, but nevertheless, when it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes BBD the only choice when it comes to your next project. Number 24, Taylor Law for the Yuma Indians has checked into the game, as has number 40, Leah Richardson. Leah Richardson turns it over, and that leads to 2 easy points for the Brush Beat Diggers. Brooklyn Cox, 4 easy points here off 2 more Yuma turnovers. Yuma finally gets it back into the block. Should have been a charge foul there called. Was not. Yuma loses it out of bounds. That's another turnover for them. They're 6th. Brush ball. Brush quickly up 12-3 now. Brooke Rule, 4-3 from the left corner. Brush quickly getting it into their half court, getting open looks. Just like that, 15-3, and this game's been blown wide open. Checking into the game for the Brush Beat Diggers. I believe that is number 12, Carly Tatalini. Taylor Law has got it. She's going to bring it up the half court. Gets picked from behind. That's another Yuma Indian turnover. Brush quickly into their half court. Elena Tatalini is going to take a 3 from the right wing. Comes up short. Ball goes out of bounds off of Yuma. Mecklenburg is going to check back into the game for the Yuma Indians. El Roth, number 13, is going to take a seat. Brush getting it in from the baseline, throws it back nearly back to the half-court line, but Carly Tatalini retrieves it. Gets fouled by number 11, Maddie Reyes. Third foul on the night for the Yuma Indians. Maddie Reyes is first of the night. Trying to give a little give and go between Rule and Carly Tatalini. That's going to be a turnover. Yuma gets it across half court. Mecklenburg's got it at the top of the key. Gives it off to Katie Nolan. Nolan passes it off. That's a missed shot. Kenzie Craich is going to come down with the rebound and then double dribble. 3 rebounds already for Craich. Be Yuma ball now from their own baseline. Gets it inside to number 25. That's Richardson. She comes up short. Brooke Rule comes down with the rebound. Delana Tatalini from the corner tries the 3 again, comes up short, but Kenzie Craich is there with the rebound. She misses it as well. Brooke Rule fighting for it. That's going to be out of bounds. Brush basketball. Another timeout will be taken. I believe that was Rush coach Anthony Wilson taking a 30-second timeout. Wants to drop a quick inbounds play. Northeastern Junior College, when it comes to your future, Northeastern is miles ahead in their college that's close to home. 1:44 to go in the first quarter. Brush girls lead the Yuma Indians 15-3. Brush now from their own baseline. They're going to get it into Delana Tatalini. Tatalini's got it at the top of the key. She's going to get it off to Brooke Rule. Brooke Rule into Carly Tatalini. Out to Kenzie Craich for 3, in and out. That's a rebound by number 24, Taylor Law. She gets tied up and travels. That's another turnover. Brush will get another chance here. We're going to give it up to Brooke Rule at the top of the key again. We're going to swing it over to Delana Tatalini on the left. Back to Lake at the top of the key. Over to number 12. That's Carly Tatalini. Her 3 comes up short again. That's another rebound for 35, Mecklenburg. And Yuma trying to break that full court press by the Diggers. Turns it over again. Number 10, Nolan, travels with the ball. 24, Brooklyn Cost going to check back into the game for your Brush Beat Diggers. Kenzie Craich going to try another 3 from the top of the key. That one's short again. Brooklyn Cox with the offensive rebound, went up for the layup and got fouled. Made a battle in there. Foul is on number 35, Mecklenburg, her second. Brooklyn Cox first free throw up and good. Carly Tatalini checks back into the game after a quick breather. Brooklyn Cox second free throw up and good. Nothing but net for those two. Clock hits a minute now in the first. Brush leads 17-3. Great defensive play there by Riley Lake. Yuma had the full court press beat, and Lake just taps the ball out of bounds. Off the pass from number 24, Law. Yuma to inbound it now. That's number 10, Law. She gets it to number 25, Richardson. Richardson's free throw up and no good again. Should have been an over-the-back call. El Roth went right over Brooke Rule, but it's going to be a jump ball. Possession stays with Yuma. Yuma runs the same play, gets it into 25, Richardson. Nolan's going to take a 3 from the corner. Bang. 3 for number 10, Reagan Nolan. Coming down on 30 seconds here in the first. Brush turns it over on an errant pass. Just their third turnover of the quarter. Yuma now breaks the full court press. That's Richardson, and a block by Craich. Tries to throw it up to Brooke Rule. Brooke Rule's got it at the free throw line. Gives it off to Cox at the top of the key. Swiped away. Craich comes away with it. Lake's got it for a 10-foot jumper. That's too strong. Roth down with the rebound. Rush quickly into their full court press. Yuma having a hard time getting past it. As seen, Riley Lake comes away with a steal. Threw it up short. Cox came down with the rebound and misses the putback right at the end of the first quarter. And just like that, Brush takes a first quarter lead, 17-6. We'll come right back with the second quarter from Brush on 1010 KSIR. And we're back from Brush High School. Your Lady Beat Diggers lead the Yuma Indians 17-6 here at the start of the second quarter. Coach Anthony Wilson has got to be happy with the way his girls played in that first quarter. Just 3 turnovers as compared to Yuma's 9. And Brush will have the ball to start the second quarter. Brooke Rule takes a quick, long 2-jumper. That comes up short. Riley Lake, I'm sorry, that is Carly Tatalini came down with the rebound there, but traveled as she did. Now Yuma's got the ball, gets it across half court. They're going to swing it over to Roth from the far corner. Number 32 for the Indians has checked into the game. That is Samantha Wells, sophomore. Brooke Rule picks up her first foul. Yuma gets the inbound in. Reyes has got at the top of the key, trying to get past Carly Tatalini. Can't do it, gives it off to Wells. Wells takes the jumper inside the free throw line and is fouled by number 11, Brooke Rule. Her second now. Quick 2 fouls by Rule. Wells will get 2 free throw chances here. First one up and air ball. No good. High Plains Bank. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins, offering you a variety of banking needs, including ag and personal loan. Wells' second free throw is nothing but net. That's good. First points of the night for her. Brush still leads 17-7. They quickly take it into the half court. Riley Lake takes a 3. That's no good. Rebound by number 10, Nolan. Yuma working to get it across now. Gets it to Roth. It's a 2-on-1. Creich is by herself. And a great steal again by Lake. Lake come out of nowhere. Yuma turns it over again. Creich now brings it back. Inside to Carly Tatalini. Goes up with a layup and is fouled. Carly Tatalini will get 2 more free throw opportunities. Foul on number 25, Richardson. Her first. Tatalini's first free throw up and good. First point of the second quarter. For your Beat Digger, second free throw up, rims in and out. Brush still in that full court press. Yuma finally gets across half court. Wells has got at the top of the key. Gives it off to Reyes. Reyes drives to the free throw line, kicks it over to Roth. Roth's got an 18-footer, no good. Lake tried to handle the rebound, couldn't, out of bounds. Stays with Yuma. Nolan will throw it in from the baseline. Gets it into Roth. Roth at the right top of the key. Gets it down into Nolan. Nolan working on the Lake. Throws it up. Misses. Gets her own rebound, though. Gives it back to Roth. Roth's going to drive in, take that 12-footer again. That's going to be no good. Creich down with the rebound. 5 rebounds on the night for Creich. Quickly into their front court. Delaney Tatalini travels with the ball. And we have the trifecta again. Coach Anthony Wilson not making it easy for me at all. Cashlyn Tatalini now in for the game. So all 3 Tatalini sisters in the game. Yuma gets it into their half court. Reyes has got out the top of the key. Gives it off to Wells in the left. Guarded by Delaney Tatalini. Roth's got it, drives in, kicks it out to Nolan. Nolan's got a 3 from the right side. Hits rim out. Brooklyn Cox down with the rebound. Rush quickly across half court. Kinsey Creich has got it. Give it off to Cashlyn Tatalini. Cashlyn Tatalini misses. Reyes down with the rebound. Yuma coming back the other way. Oh, and then Brooklyn Cox gets the steal drives in, lays it up. Yuma takes the charging foul. Brooklyn Cox picks up her first foul of the night. Yuma quickly breaks the full court press this time. Ross got it, kicks it back up to Reyes. Gives it off to Wells. Going to dish it to Roth at the free throw line. She's going to drive right, kick it back out to Nolan. Nolan thought about the three, chose to drive, and she travels. That's another turnover for the Yuma Indians. That's 3 quick ones here in the second quarter. 35, Mecklenburg for the Indians is going to check back into the game. Wells is going to take his seat. Elena Tatalini is now going to bring it up for the Brush Beat Diggers. Come down on 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. They're going to dish it down low to Delana Tatalini. She lost it. Little sister Carly Tatalini tries to save it for her. Ends up with a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to stay with Brush. Riley Lake's going to come in for Brooklyn Cox now. Great defense by Cashlyn Tatalini. She tries to come on with the ball, can't. Carly Tatalini comes away with it and lays it up and in. Nearly has a steal again. Carly Tatalini, the only Beat Digger 2 scorer in the quarter. She's got 3. Beat Diggers lead 20-7. Just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Yuma dishes it down low to 25. Richardson up and lays it in. Her first 2 points of the game. Riley Lake's going to take a 3 from the corner now. That's short. Carly Tatalini battling for the rebound. That's a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Brush. Number 10 for the Indians, Reagan Nolan back into the game. Brush inbounds it off their baseline. Delana Tatalini swings it around to Lake. Lake to Kinsey Craich. And there is a foul on the Brush Beat Diggers. Carly Tatalini picks up her first. Yuma gets it in, to Richardson. Richardson to Mecklenburg. Now to Roth. Gives it off to Taylor Law. Taylor Law's got it top of the key. Mecklenburg's got it to the left now. Craich nearly has a steal. Basically gave it right to Mecklenburg, though, but Mecklenburg comes away with it. Rebound is controlled by Carly Tatalini. Brush coming back down the floor now. Cashlyn Tatalini's got it down in the trees. Kicks it back out to Lake. Lake got it. Carly Tatalini with the 3 comes up short. Roth down with the rebound. Brush leads 20-9. Yuma gets it across half court. We'll go ahead and set up their offense. They give it to Mecklenburg at the free throw line. She gives it back to Law. Law to Nolan. Nolan's going to drive baseline. That's going to be a foul on number 12, Carly Tatalini. Carly's got 3. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm counting rebounds. Carly Tatalini's second foul. 24, Brooklyn Cox checks back into the game. Kinsey Craich a break. Reagan Nolan, the 1-on-1, her first free throw is good. Second one up and long, and that's got to be a foul. It will be. Foul on number 25, Richardson, basically pummeled Carly Tatalini into the floor there. Richardson's second foul. Brush with 17 fouls. Yuma with 6. 1 away from bonus. Number 4 for the Beat Diggers, Emma Stone's checked back into the game. Riley Lake takes the jumper. Thought she was fouled. Comes up way short. Roth down with the rebound again. Brush having problems getting it up into the half court again. They finally do. Lake nearly had another steal. Emma Stone tries to take the charge but can't. And Richardson, another 2 points for her. Yuma within 8 now, 20-12, 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Emma Stone going to take a three. That's going to be short. Roth down with another rebound. A lot of standing around for the Indians now. Head coach Newitt calls a timeout for the Indians. Indians head coach is Bob Ram. He is assisted by Kelly Seward, Jeremy Robinson, Liz Carabell, and Justin Coughlin. Coach Anthony Wilson, assisted by Kim Craich and Carmin Quillen. Just a quick 30-second timeout by the Indians. Coach Rom knew he's in trouble there when every one of his players was standing still in the backcourt. .240 here in the first half remaining. Big lead 20-12. Brush going to stay in their full court press. Nolan's going to bring it across half court. She's going to try to pass it to Roth. Goes over Roth's head. That's going to be another turnover. It'll be brush ball. Fifth turnover of the quarter. 14 turnovers on the night for the Indians. Craich is going to take a three. Comes up short. Brooklyn Cox saves it. But saves it right to a Yuma Indian, and now Yuma's trying to bring it back up the floor again. Nolan's got it on the far right. Going to give it off to Reyes at the top of the key. Guarded by number 14, Cashlyn Tatalini. Fakes the pass left. She's going to drive right now. Brooklyn Cox helped with the defense, but no good as Reyes lays it up and in with her right hand. 20-14 now. Brush leads. Reyes' first 2 points of the game. Emma Stone's got it in the right corner now. Thought about it. Gives it back to Craich. Craich into Cashlyn Tatalini. Cashlyn Tatalini has it stolen away. Yuma finally across half court. Reyes has got to give it off to Roth. Roth's going to drive to the free throw line. Can't do it. Gives it off to Law. Law to Reyes. Reyes going to take a three. In and out. Nope. Just kidding. In and out and back in. That's a three by Reyes. We can talk about the shooting form later. What's important now is that it went in. 20-17 now. Yuma's fought their way back into the game after being down by 14 early on. Rush finally getting a little positive energy here as Emma Stone drives it in, tries to lay it up with her right hand, but is fouled. She'll go to the line. Foul is on number 24, Taylor Law. Emma Stone's first free throw up and rattles it home. Riley Lake checks back into the game, giving Cashlyn Tatalini a break. Emma Stone's second free throw up and good. Yuma's going to bring it back up to court now. Just under a minute to go in the first half. Taylor Law's got it. Brooklyn Cox steals the ball and is going to be fouled by Taylor Law. Taylor Law knew it, doing everything she can to keep Brooklyn Cox from an easy layup. And Brooklyn Cox will now go to the line for a 1-on-1 bonus. Taylor Law quickly picks up her second foul. 1-on-1 opportunity. That's going to be a miss. Yuma down with the rebound. Brush commits a foul now. That's on Riley Lake. Her first foul. Number 10, Nolan's going to take the 1-on-1 bonus free throws for the Indians. First one up and hits back rim. Brooklyn Cox down with the rebound. Get it over to Lake in the far corner. Back to Cox here at the top of the key. Delena's got it now. She's going to drive to the middle. Thought about going up with the shot. Emma Stone's going to take the jumper. That's a little too far. Lake tried to come down with the rebound. Richardson's just a little bit taller. Yuma now 24 seconds to go in the first half, trying to get it across half court. Nolan crosses up Delana Tatalini and loses it out of bounds. That'll be brush ball. 15th turnover for the Indians in the game. 17 seconds here. Brush leads 22-17 in the first half. See if Brush doesn't try and hold this here for the last shot. Riley Lake tried to get it into Kenzie Craich. Turns it over, but they get it back now. Kenzie Craich got it at the top of the key. 5 seconds to go. They're going to kick it out. Emma Stone's going to take the jumper. That's too far. Delana Tatalini tried coming down with the rebound. Can't do it. So Brush takes a 22-17 halftime lead here from Brush, Colorado. We'll come right back with your halftime report, brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil here on 1010 KSIR in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Carmin with you tonight from Brush as the varsity girls getting ready to start the second half with a 22-17 lead over the Yuma Indians. Brooklyn Cox, your leading scorer from the first half with 8 points. Reagan Nolan and Maddie Reyes sharing the leading scoring duties for the Indians with 5 apiece. Brush and head coach Anthony Wilson surely will rely on that full court press again in the second half to try and build that lead back up and put this game away. Yuma in the first quarter, where most of their turnovers came, having trouble breaking that press. Second quarter, a little bit better success, better passing the ball as well as bringing it up the floor, getting it into their half-court offense, and from there they do have some height advantages over the Brush Beat Diggers. That's where most of their points came, was inside the paint. We'll see what they can do here. Yuma's going to get the ball to start this second half. Lake, Tatalini, Stone, Craich, and Corral in to start the second half for the Diggers. And just like that, Yuma, first turnover of the half. Can't be happy with that. Could not get the ball in on the inbound. Corral will give it into Craich. Craich to Leak. Back to Delana Tatalini at the top of the key. Over to Lake on the left. Craich got it back to the top of the key. Back to Lake. To Corral in the corner. Down inside to Craich. Craich finds Delana Tatalini inside. Tatalini, nice move around Richardson. 2 points for Delana Tatalini. Good start for Brush here. They do go ahead and run that full court. Reyes and Nolan get it across. Richardson throws up an errant pass. That is going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Brush ball. Richardson, Roth, Meckelberg, Reyes, and Nolan for the Yuma Indians to start the second half. Brush quickly into their half-court offense. Craich has got it near the top left of the key. Gives it to Delana at the top. Delana's going to fake drive in left. Craich is going to take a three from the left. That hits the rim and bounces out of bounds. No, it does not. Emma Stone. I'm sorry, that's number 11. Brooke Rule came down with the rebound, was in the corner, and Coach Anthony Wilson went ahead and called a timeout. Brush timeouts brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. Brush with the first 2 points of the game early on their first possession. Now lead 24-17. Reminder, stick around after the girls varsity game, as we'll be broadcasting the boys varsity game as well. Hopeful start of around 7 o'clock for that one. Brush gets it inbounded along their baseline. Brooke Rule's got it at the top of the key, gives it to Lake. Lake nearly gave it away, trying to pass it back to Rule. They throw it over to Corral in the left corner. Corral's going to give it to Tatalini on the left. Gives it to Craich at the top of the key. Lake's got it for an open three on the left. Bang! Three is good for number 5, Riley Lake. Nice looking shot for Lake. Kenzie Craich nearly came away with the steal there. Yuma's got it now in the half court. Richardson's going to take a three. Nearly airballed it. Nolan came down with the rebound but was fouled by Corral. She'll get 2 free throws. Alexis Corral picks up her 3rd foul of the game. Nolan's going to get 2 free throws here. First one up, no good. Corral's going to take a seat. Number 24, Brooklyn Cox checks back into the game for the Diggers. Second one up and rattles home for Nolan. Yuma's first points of the half. Brooke Rule drove in, was stopped short of the basket but fouled. No, she was not fouled. She traveled. That's a turnover for Brush. Yuma's got it now. Inbounds it. Trying to quickly bring it up. Mecklenburg's got it. She's going to take the jumper. Now that rattles in and out. Down rebound is Cox. Boy, it looks from up here I mean, I don't have the greatest eyes in the world, but they're not that bad. Looks like Ross just going right over the top of nearly every Brush Beat Digger for those rebounds. But regardless, jump ball. Possession goes with Brush. Brush brings it down into their half court inside to Delana Tatalini. She tries to up and around to goes to Delana Tatalini. Didn't know if that one was going to fall or not. 2 points for Tatalini. Into their full court press goes Brush. Yuma finally gets it into the half court line. There at the 10-foot line is Nolan. Trying to set up the offense now. Reyes has got it guarded by Lake. Tries to drive baseline. Throws it up. No good. Rebound by Delana Tatalini. She's going to bring it down. Try to go coast to coast. It's up with the layup and is fouled. She'll get 2 free throws. 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. Foul was on number 13, Roth. Just her first. First free throw for Delana is up and good. Delana quiet, very, very quiet first half scoring-wise. No points. Came out in the second half. Trying to make up for that. Second free throw is good. 6 early points here for Tatalini in the third quarter. Yuma trying to break that press. Tries to throw a long pass again. That's going to go over the head of Richardson. Hard to do. She's tall. That's going to be out of bounds. Yuma turnover, Brush ball. Now leads 31-18. Brooke Rule's going to take a 3. That's going to be an air ball. Mecklenburg should have let it go out of bounds, but saves it. Ends up giving right back to Brush. Kenzie Craich had it, nearly lost it, gets it back. Tatalini's in the corner for a 3. That comes up short. Craich with the rebound, misses the layup. Now Cox with the rebound. And again, oh my goodness. Number 13, Roth, was there battling for it too. Sure looked like Roth just pushed her, but it's a travel by number 24, Cox. It'll be Yuma ball. Full timeout taken here. B&B Appliance. They can help you with all of your appliance needs. Stop in and see what they can do for you. Check them out on Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. Yuma cutting down their turnovers slightly. Just 3 here in the third. 4:51 to go. Brush leads 31-18. Both teams with just 1 team foul so far. Delana Tatalini coming out on fire. She's got 6 points. Riley Lake hit that 3. Those are your 2 scorers here in the second half. For the Indians, Nolan's hit 1 free throw. That's their only point of the half so far. .15 seconds left of the timeout here. Brush breaks her huddle. They'll stick with Lake, Cox, Craich, Rule, and Tatalini. Wells, number 32, will check into the game for the Indians. They'll go with her, Nolan, Richardson, Mecklenburg, and Reyes. It'll be Yuma ball in the backcourt. My left side here, they're going to inbound it. And a quick turnover there by Yuma. Gets it down low. Does Brooke Rule. Brooke Rule gives it off to Lake. Lake lays it up for 2 points. Good start out of that timeout for the Brush Beat Diggers. Yuma quickly breaking that press. Richardson trying to drive in. She'll get it called for the charging foul. Kenzie Craich, way to take that charge. Richardson picks up her third foul of the game. She will be subbed out. Kinley Eyring check into the game. Rush into their half-court offense. Lake takes a corner three. That's no good. Yuma trying still to break that full-court press. Not having too good of luck. They finally get it into half-court and then turn it over again. Brooklyn Cox with her 10th point of the game going coast to coast. She comes up with the ball again, lays it up short. Legs comes down with the rebound, gives Cox a second chance, and she puts it up. 4 quick points for Brooklyn Cox. Back into the scoring column does Cox here in the second half. Yuma gets it across half court. 4th and 5th turnovers for Yuma in that sequence. They get it into the half court finally. Nolan stops the bleeding. She'll hit the 10-foot jumper. Yuma's going to go ahead and take another timeout here. Just a 30-second timeout. Brush the leads 37-20. 3:37 to go in the third. Igmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Igmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. Timeout finished. For the Indians. Number 40, Leah Richardson's going to check into the game now. Rush will get it on the far baseline, my right side. Brooke Rule a little too excited. She'll lose the ball trying to go up the sideline. That'll be a Brush turnover. Just their second unofficially in the second half. Yuma ball off the right baseline there. They'll go ahead and turn it over. Brooklyn Cox comes away with the steal again. And there goes Emma Stone. Not Emma Stone. I get those two mixed up all the time. I apologize, folks, but that was Brooke Rule, number 11. Coming away with the 2 points off of that Brooklyn Cox steal. Yuma now gets it into their half court, swinging it around. Roth will have it on the left key. Wanted to drive right, gets to. Richardson's got it, number 40, the top of the key. She tries to give it inside. Craich comes away with the steal. Throws it up to Riley Lake. Riley Lake, left-handed layup is up and good. Oh, 2 points for Lake and a steal off the inbound again. That's Brooke Rule. She misses the layup, gets her own rebound, gives it back to Cox. Cox misses the shot as well. That'll be a foul now on Brooke Rule. Both Rule and Cox don't know what to think of themselves after missing those two. Brooke Rule will come out, number 12. Carly Tatalini is going to check into the game. Third foul for Brooke Rule. Yuma into their half court now. Nolan's got at the top of the key. Guarded by Tatalini. Reyes going to take the long two-pointer. Lakes can come away with the rebound. Gets fouled by number 42. That's Kinley Eyring. Her first foul of the game. Rush will inbound it now. Coming in on 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Up by 21. Score is 41-20. Rush gets it into their half court, and that's a turnover. Carly Tatalini tried getting it to Cox. Richardson jumped in there and stole it away. Yuma into their half court. Nolan's got it at the top of the key, dribbles right, comes back to left at the free throw line, gives it off to Reyes. Reyes to Roth. Roth's going to take a three from the right side. That's going to be long. Delana Tatalini comes up with the rebound. She did travel there, yep. Tried to jump stop, could not stop her feet. That's another Brush turnover, just their fourth of the half. Cashlin Tatalini will come in for Carly Tatalini. But Yuma's ball on the backcourt baseline. They'll get it into Roth. Roth to Reyes. Reyes back to Nolan. Nolan up to Eyring. Eyring's going to throw it off to Richardson. Richardson's going to miss the shot there. Really feel like should have been a foul as both Delana Tatalini and Eyring went to the ground, but nevertheless, Brush gets it across half court. They're going to set up their half court offense. Craich has got it at the top of the key. Gives it off to Tatalini on the left. Gives it off to Cox to the right. Trying to hit Cashlin Tatalini. Cashlin just not quite tall enough to catch that pass from Brooklyn. Fifth turnover there. Brush getting just a hair sloppy with the ball. Coming down on a minute in the third. Yuma nearly turns it over again, trying to break that full court press. Reyes is coming down. Throws it off to Roth. Roth throws it up and is good for the 2-point layup. Roth's first 2 points of the half. Brush quickly into their half court. Cox has got it at the far right. Knocked out of bounds by 25 Richardson. Carly Tatalini will check back into the game. Wilson doing it again. All three Tatalini sisters in the game. Delena's got it at the top of the key. Gives it off to Cashlin to the left. Cashlin over to Kinsey Craich at the top of the key. Trying to give it off to her again. Cashlin has led a little too much there. Comes away with it does Nolan for the Indians. And Yuma trying to break that full court. Ends up going across half court, coming back. That's their sixth turnover. 29 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rush leads 41-22. They'll bring it into their half court. Carly Tatalini's got it, going to give it off to Cashlin. Cashlin back to Carly. Gives it off to Delana at the top of the key. Back to Cashlin. Oh, basket does not count as Cashlin Tatalini hit the great 12-foot jumper. Anthony Wilson pleading his case. Delana was the one to commit the foul. Just her first of the night. Delana with the push-off foul there, costing Cashlin the 2-point make. Nevertheless, Yuma bringing it back up the court. Gets stopped at the 10-foot line, does Reyes. Reyes gives it to Nolan. Nolan tries dishing it down to Roth. Knocked away by the Brush Beat Diggers. 3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Yuma will have to inbound it off their own baseline. Ross got it. Tries to drive in. Gets the shot up before the buzzer, but goes wide right. Just like that, third quarter comes to an end. Brush leads 41-22. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back with the fourth and final quarter from Brush on 1010 KSIR on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Carmin with you tonight as the Lady Beat Diggers try put away the Yuma Indians here in the fourth quarter. They lead 41-22. Coach Anthony Wilson is going to go with Brooke Rule, Brooklyn Cox, Alexis Corral, Delana Tatalini, and Kenzie Craich to start the fourth quarter. Yuma's going to go with Meckelberg, Reyes, Nolan, Richardson, and Roth, his starters. And Yuma getting careless with the inbounds there. Delana Tatalini comes away with the steal and goes from half court all the way to the basket for an easy 2 layups. Delana Tatalini, 2 points here in the fourth. Brush keeping that full court press on. Brooke Rule throwing the ball to the ref. Nearly threw it into the stands there. 2 quick turnovers to start the fourth quarter for the Indians. Beat Diggers will have another chance here. Craich gets it into Delana. Delaney up and good for the layup. Left-handed layup. She'll have an and one opportunity. Delana Tatalini now. 10 points. Getting into double digits. Does Delana have a chance for her 11th here with the and one free throw? Shot is up and good. 11 points for Delana Tatalini. Yuma gets it across half court, brushes backed off on the full court pressure just a little bit. They lead 46-22, 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter. 10. Nolan drives in, takes the 10-foot jumper, misses. Gets her own rebound, though. Richardson misses her 8-foot jumper as well. Airballed it. Delana Tatalini came down with the rebound. Brings it all the way to the free throw line. Brooklyn Cox now going to take a three. That's rimmed in and out. Alexis Corral down with the rebound. Up and does the layup. No, that is no good. She gets another chance and is fouled by Roth. Alexis Corral, one of the shortest girls down in the paint, come away with 2 rebounds. Roth ends up fouling her, and Alexis Corral will have 2 free throws. And foul for Roth. Corral's first free throw up and good. Brush led by as many as 14 in the first quarter. Took a 22-17 lead at the half. Firing in the third corner, led by Delana Tatalini. Alexis Corral's second free throw is no good. We stand now 47-22. Alexis Corral comes away with the steal. He's going to fall out of bounds, so tried throwing it off. It's going to be tied up on Yuma's side of the court. Possession arrow is going to stay with Brush. So Alexis Corral causing the third Yuma turnover. Give it to Kinsey Crate to the top of the key. Delana Tatalini at the left, drives in, decides not to. Alexis Corral's got a top of the key. She's going to take a straightaway 3. That's going to be not quite enough juice on that one. Delana Tatalini tried coming away with the rebound. She'll end up fouling number 35, Mecklenburg. They're going to give that foul to Corral instead of Tatalini. Corral's got 4 fouls now. Yuma quickly brings it into their half court, gave it to Roth. Going down the center of the lane, threw up a wild shot, it went in. They called a foul on Delana Tatalini. Tatalini's on the floor. To hurt her back. Riley Lake's going to check into the game for her. Foul was on Tatalini. Just her second. Roth picks up her quarter as well as the Indian. Ross, and 1 free throw is good. Score is 47-25. Brush still leads by 20. Under 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. And Cox gets it on the baseline, throws up. The shot comes up short and right. Yuma down with the rebound. Corral guarding Nolan. Nolan gets it up to Richardson. Richardson back to Nolan at the 10-foot line. Yuma now a little bit more urgency in their offense. I believe called for the blocking foul. Brooklyn Cox with the foul instead of Brooke Rule, just Brooklyn's second. Yuma gets it in on their baseline. Roth, left-handed layup up and no good. Second one, though, she got her own rebound, is good, and she'll have another and one opportunity. That's 7 fouls now in the half for the Brush Beat Diggers. They're now in the single bonus. Cuts the deficit to 20, 47-27. 4th foul for Brooke Rule. And 1 free throw is no good by Roth. Brush comes away with the rebound. Kinsey Craich will bring it up the floor. Gets it down low to Craich. Craich might have had a layup there. She gives it off to Lake. Lake hits the easy 6-foot jumper. Riley Lake having a very good game. 11 points on the night for Lake. Yuma's got it in their half court. Nearly comes away with the turnover, does Lake, but it's going to be a jump ball. Possession is going to stay with Yuma. Brooke Rule, 4 fouls, is going to take a seat. Number 12, Carly Tatalini is going to check back in for the Diggers. Was going to get the inbound into Roth. Roth finding her groove here, hits the 6-foot jumper. Roth leading the scoring effort by the Indians in the fourth quarter. Brush got it quickly into their half court. Give it to Lake. Lake misses the layup. Corral down with the ball. Got tied up. It's a jump ball, I believe. The position arrow is going to stay with Brush now. Kinley Eyring will check in for the Indians. Brush will throw it in on their own baseline. Corral will get it at the top of the key. Krejci's got it in the left corner. Gives it off to Lake. Lake to Carly Tatalini. Corral thought about the 3 from the right wing. Decides not to. She'll give it off to Krejci. Straight away, top of the key. Corral's got it back on that right wing again. Tries to get it to Cox. The right corner, that's tipped out of bounds by Richardson. Stay brush ball. Goes it into Carly Tatalini. Lake's got it for a three from the left wing. That's short, but Carly Tatalini down with rebound. Brush will reset. Alexis Corral's got it top of the key, nearly loses it. Craich comes away with it. Tries to dish it inside to the cutting Corral. She does come up with it. Shot is short, though. Roth comes down with the rebound. Roth not happy with the foul not being called earlier, but Brush now, they are into the bonus. Cox called for the foul on that one. There's three diggers around Roth. Brooke Rule and her 4 fouls will check back into the game, replacing Alexis Corral. Roth with a one-on-one opportunity. First one rattles in. 49-30 is the score now. 4:28 to 4. Second free throw for Roth is up and good. 9 points in the fourth quarter for the Indians and El Roth. Brooke Rule's got it at the top of the key for the Diggers now. She'll give it off to Brooklyn Cox on the right side. Lake's got it at the top of the key. Back to Cox. Back to Rule. Back to Riley Lake. Inside. Misses the layup. Was falling towards behind the basket. Roth comes down with the rebound and brings it up to the right side of the floor. She'll give it off to Nolan at the top of the key. Back to Roth, and that's going to be a hand check on Brooke Rule. Brooke Rule hands up in the air saying, no, it wasn't me, but that one might have been a good call. And Brooke Rule picks up her 5th foul. She'll be done for the night. Alexis Corral will check back into the game. Good game for Brooke Rule. Just 5 points on the night, but played one-on-one opportunity. First free throw is good for El Roth. Second one up and rattles out. It's a mad scramble for the rebound as it bounced to the right. Yuma comes away with it. El Roth's got it again. Let's see if she can continue the scoring. She can't. That three's no good. Reyes comes down with the rebound, though. They'll get another chance. Yuma trying. Reyes was double teamed, nearly throws it away. Nolan's got it inside the paint. Ross can drive right-handed now. Throw up the layup. That's going to rattle in and out. Craich down with the rebound. 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Brush leads 49-32. Craich will give it to Carly Tatalini to Cox in the left corner. Back to Tatalini, back to Lake at the top of the key. Lake tries driving inside. That'll be a turnover. Roth comes away with it. Yuma having a hard time breaking that full court press again, and they end up calling a timeout. 3:06 to go in the fourth. Brush leads 49-32. Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Get a delicious treat, breakfast or lunch option to make the day better. See Heidi in at 921 Edison Street in Brush today. While you're in there, also make sure to check out Sisterland and Company, as well as several other small businesses selling their items inside the store. If you're in there, make sure to tell them that Tyler did send you. I don't think you'll get a discount or anything, but just tell them I sent you there. Maybe I'll get a discount for sending people in there. You never know. Out of the timeout, Brush will go with Corral, Craich, Carly Tatalini, Riley Lake, and Brooklyn Cox. Yuma will stick with Richardson, Eyring, Reyes, Nolan, and Roth. Brush just one foul away from putting Yuma in the double bonus. They have 9. Yuma only has 5 team fouls. Yuma's ball here out of the timeout. They'll take it across half court, does Reyes. Reyes will give it to Roth. Roth's been the hot hand here. Takes the 8-foot jumper inside the paint. That's good. Roth just 2 points here before the start of the fourth quarter. Since then, she's turned into the leading scorer for the Indians. 12 points just in this quarter alone for Roth. Brush now having troubles getting it inside where they want to get it. Craich has got the top of the key. Carly Tatalini's going to take a 3. That rims in and out. Thought that was good. So did Carly. She's not happy about it. Yuma back into their side of the court. Reyes threw up a running jump shot. That's no good. Brush quickly Throws it across half court from Craich to Cox. Cox will give it to Lake. Lake to Corral on the right wing. You give it to Craich back into that right corner. Corral's got it at the right wing. Back to Carly Tatalini. Back to Corral. Back to Craich. Swinging around that right side are the Brush Beat Diggers. Down to a minute 40 to go in the fourth. Just killing time here are the Lady Diggers. Corral breaks that trend, tries to drive, kicks it back out to Craich. They'll set up again. Now over here to the left side. Cox has got it on the left wing. Guarded heavily by Reagan Nolan. Reyes got a little handsy with Kinsey Craich. Kinsey Craich gets the foul off of Reyes. Reyes will pick up her third. Subs in for the Beat Diggers are Wells, Leah Richardson, and Kinley Eyring. Rush has still got it in their half court. Lake's got it in the far right corner. Also, it for the game is Jocelyn Nunez for the Yuma Indians. Nearly came away with a steal there. Brooklyn Cox goes up and lays it in, and the foul. First points in the fourth quarter for Brooklyn Cox after scoring 8 in the first half. And one free throw is no good. El Roth down with the rebound. Under a minute to go now in the fourth quarter. El Roth continues the hot hand. She hits another 8 to 10 foot jumper. Rush still leads 51-36, 40 seconds to go. Corral's got it at the free throw line. Drives around the right hand, throws up the layup. That goes a little too far. It was a mad scramble for the rebound. Brush saves it from going out of bounds, but at the end of the day, El Roth bringing it up the court for the Yuma Indians. Nice spin move. El Roth cannot be stopped. She picks up another 2 points off the layup. 10 seconds to go here. El Roth's brilliant fourth quarter effort. Not going to save anything. Brush nearly turns it over here in the last waning second. And your Lady Diggers come away with another win as they advance to 4-2 on the year. They take down the Yuma Indians 51-38. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your postgame show brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center on 1010 KSIR.